What is up, trappers? We are back. We're sitting here in the Jag and I'm plotting on the next little bit of our stereo project. But before we get started, I want to show you guys this. This is the remote app that came with our stereo. We can power it on. My phone's already connected, so it'll automatically connect. I don't have any music selected right now, but you can forward, go back. You have the volume controls there, different modes and presets, loudness button, microphone, all that good stuff right here, and it just Bluetooth, so I can walk around wherever. And if I get out and I'm like, oh, I left the stereo on, I just, and boom, there it goes, it's out. So I thought that was pretty cool. Figure I share that with you guys instead of having a little remote I always have to find. There's one just built right in here. So I thought that was pretty cool. Figure I'd like to share that with you guys. Simple as that. We'll turn this back off. Okay, as you guys can see here, we have these wires laying in the floorboard left over from the stereo project. Those are tapped into the rear, left and right speakers. They're going to go into the back dashboard where the factory subwoofers will go. That's the project we're plotting on. I'll show you what we picked up that's going to go along with that project. We have two of these 6.5 inch 4-way Pioneers to go back there. They came with the brackets, so mounting should be fairly easy once we get our wires back there. We have the backup camera we're finally getting around to. I'm going to try and get this fitted in the middle of the brake light that's back there and tucked away, so it's more like a rear view camera than it is really a backup camera. We'll nip the blue wire on it so we don't get the parking guides, so that way it's just it's a backup camera and rear view mirror. So that's what we're plotting on there, guys. I'll show you what we have to go about. You know, we've seen these wires here. We'll get over to the other side and we'll show you what we have planned. Alright, trappers, we're here on the other side. We have these wires laying here. We are going to run these behind the glove box. We're going to come out over here underneath this plastic molding. Behind that, we're going to run the stretch of this plastic molding. It will pass underneath the plastic through here, underneath the column, underneath the seat here, the back seat. There is a clip. Let's see if I can find it here. There it is. We can unclip this, and this will lift my seat up. And there's one over there also. This seat all comes apart. I fold the back seats down. There's a clip that holds these columns in on each side. These will come out behind the safety belts. The column that's up in here, this plastic piece, will unclip and come out. There are 3 of these safety belt clips back here. I think it's a 10mm bolt on top. That'll come right out and unscrew. The other ones have plastic covers and they'll come right out. Once those are out, that back dash will just slide right out, except for it'll come right out, except for this parking light wire is attached, and over here the speaker for the backup sensors is located over here. Since we're putting a camera and stuff in, we're going to go ahead and dislocate that speaker, so that's no longer going to be connected when I back up. I won't have those beeps. We're going to get the camera located in this little cubby. I don't know if you guys can see how tight that is in there. There's not a whole lot of room. It is a small little camera. We're going to get it fitted in the center there, facing back, and that's what we'll do. We'll come in with the wires back here for the speakers, and we'll run them up behind all this plastic and carpeted matting that's back here, and we'll get those speakers mounted in from the top. And the camera wires will run down bring them through here, and we'll leave them in the trunk until we're ready for that bit of the project. So that's what we're working on with the Jag guys and finishing up the stereo. I don't know if you guys seen back there, but the amp and the sub is still kind of a mess. We're going to wait till we have the back dash all put back together and the stuff for the backup camera put in, and we're just going to clean all that area up at once. That was kind of the plan. That's why I left it messy. I just wanted everything hooked up kind of quick. As we go through with the projects, we're definitely going to tidy everything up and get everything in proper good order, and you won't see those amp back there or the speaker wires. It'll just be the sub, but it'll be real nice and clean back there. So stay tuned, guys. In the next clip, we're going to be finishing this up. Alright trappers, we have the rear deck speaker wires ran. They're in the trunk. All we have to do now is get the back seat apart, get the rear deck out, and get those speakers in and get them wired up, get everything tucked away in the trunk, and that'll be the end of the stereo project. So it's getting near, a little bit more to go. We do need to incorporate the rear view camera and the rear deck, so we'll have to run the wires and stuff for that when that time comes. Shouldn't be too difficult, but just for this step here, I ran the wires. They're just laying here next to the speaker box, ready to be tucked away. I ran up here. There's a lot of excess. I wanted to make sure they had plenty of room to get into any nooks and cracks. I run those wires to wherever I need to go and make sure that I have plenty back here without them being too short or having to break or splice the line, anything like that. So that's why those are back here. This mess over here that's been sitting here for a month or so, that's going to get cleaned up and tucked away, and then all you'll see back here is the sub box. So it should look real good real soon. Alright trappers, if you're here just watching the video, make sure to hit the notification bell, go ahead and subscribe, don't forget to like and share so that way all your friends can join in the fun and trap my ride. Keep on trapping.